we said before, we are going to have 4 of these today. So, yes, be prepared for a lot of explosions. And now there's one character who doesn't care at all about these explosions. He should be the hero here with the bounce off.
Well,
so
at least temporary, right? Depending on if he gets bounce or not, because we've seen earlier from Valu, he was really struggling to get. I think we saw like 2 bounces.
Yeah,
only.
if you're not lucky with it, it's just like this. You're going to have some issues, I guess. Not again. He's looking for it. You can see him already.
Definitely.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, and this is going to help so much. Sure, that's a great. Now he's not going to use any projectiles anymore. He just has to go mano a mano, you know, and try to fight with his bare fists and legs. But of course, that means that now Hope has the advantage because he has a sword.
Yeah, the other thing is that he can actually just grab a grenade and keep it in his hand. It's not going to explode on his face, so he can just run to Geenie with the grenade in his hand and change the whole situation.
This is why you like temporarily just don't press the B button, right? If you're Snake.
Indeed. Oh, there was a bounce. Oh.
Well, he didn't get it, but he gets the falling charge side B, and all that thunder is going to come down to hurt Geenie and get that first stock. Yeah,
Geenie wanted to get back onto the stage here. To avoid at all costs the ledge, and he just came back at him with that fully charged, like you said, side B, which is a spell that costs around 40 MP, if I'm correct.
A lot.
He got armor. He can actually just kill you so quickly. So pretty well done here by the hero player, taking some advantage and now forcing Geenie to get in there to get those interactions going. So a very dire situation for the Snake player.
Right, let's see now what Geenie can do.
It's a very bright red.
Yeah. I was about to say, like, what he can do to bring it back, because surely, like, Hope is at high percent. Oh, actually, he gets stuck. He gets stuck on the grenade. The hitbox is extended. He's just stuck for so long because of all these buffs.
Exactly. There were so many buffs in there that he got punished for it, which is quite fun.
And then Geenie waiting for it too, and then going for the perfect punish. That was such good awareness.
Yeah, mathematics are controlled and mastered by the Finnish player.
That mathematics beam with the computer calculations, you know. Beautiful stuff there from Geenie. Of course, this is the kind of the mindset you have to have as a Snake player, right? You have to confirm off of basically anything.
Yeah, but you need to be wary because he's not out of the woods yet. Already 120%, and we've seen how Hope can get a kill early with those, how do you call them? The Christmas Man combos. You know that in Japan they call the hero Christmas Man.
Christmas Man?
Yeah, because he can shine green and red at the same time, just like, you know, those decorations
I see it
on the Christmas tree.
Well, usually we just see Halloween Man because he has both of the red buffs on, right? And that is another danger. And that is going to be indeed a little bit of a gate going on right there. It's like the Kankadama pose, right? Just go through. Whoop.
Yeah, give you your strength and your stock.
Yeah, most and foremost the stock right there for sure.
Yeah.
And Geenie once again down, but for how long is the question? Because no bounce means lots of projectiles, means lots of stanky legs, you know, getting for those splits right here.
I do agree. Now, 129%, he can actually get a kill quickly, specifically with those C4, which was just around the corner here. Jab will go into the grenade frame 1, and here again, a good catch on the air dodge. This is something we are going to see a lot, I think, from both players, because I was thinking about the first one we had on the first stock. Here, another one is getting recalled, and both players had the tool to just punish those air dodges so well. The up tilts from both characters, and like oomph and all those buffs from the side of hero can just help both of them to just get a kill quickly.
Yeah, and I mean, both of these players really like to commit those air dodges as well, because it's just such a good movement option for players who usually are not very fast, unless you're glowing green right now, which Hope is with that accelerator, and you can see already how much pressure he puts on Geenie because of that. Surely you can like try to recover high, but you have to air dodge at some point to get through most of it, and then especially with accelerator, Hope can just punish that.
Yeah, finally realizing that he does have a sword indeed. Hope just get into that mid-range zone where he can punish all the approaches of Geenie. Here he's again shining bright red. He tried to cover the rollout, didn't happen, but the C4 here is just going to cover those options on the side. So now he's just closing the game into that tight range, releasing it again by exploding that C4, and now respecting, however, all the option and the burst range that Hero have for now.
Geenie is playing just outside of burst range and using those projectiles to just get the damage up, because now we're at 107. Geenie has been at 140 for so long, and the high blast zones of the Hollow Bastion are going to help Geenie survive here as well. Snow is coming through, and that's a very sleepy Snake, which is going to get slapped by that forward smash. That's going to be the first game for the Danish hero player.
My man Hope I can read so quickly what's happening on the screen. He was recovering, waiting for the grenades, so avoiding everything that Snake was throwing at him. Did manage to see there was a snooze in those 4 spells, managing to launch it just before getting to the ledge, so getting him to sleep. Man, how many brain cells does this guy have?
Well, more than we combined, I believe.
I do believe.
Yeah, that certainly seems to be the case. In any case, we're going to go to the counter pick, which is PS2, and that is really good for Geenie, it feels like, because PS2 a notoriously good Snake stage, but for now it's just only been like the hero just launching those spells at the Snake.
I don't think there is any bad stage for Hope, so I think he can go with everything, and PS2 is such a staple of the plays that, yeah, you get used to it at the end.
I can see that for sure. Like, it is hero after all, and it's a very malleable character that you can really use in many situations, right? Oh no! He gets the crit as well. That definitely killed earlier than it should have, but what a call out on the down smash right there, you know, to connect that in the first place.
Yeah, and look at that Hope just without that his side B at mid charge can actually just cover so much ground. He got 40% in one interaction because it exploded 2 grenades at the same time. Finally died.
What a scoop.
Honestly, died quite quickly when you think about all the advantage he got.
Yeah, it was after Hope got that stock, it was all Geenie, right? Because got all those confirms of the grenade into the upper, all the good stuff. But yeah, now it's the glowing red man here. Halloween is back and kaboom! That was like 60 damage into the forward as well. And that's the stock. 2 interactions and 1 stock. What a great conversion rate for Hope.
What a great Yesi character, I may add, because look at the damage he just released there. He took what he could 40% before going for a 0 to death. And well, props to him again, because now what? Oh wait, he's throwing a fight here.
Yeah, Geenie has been really great in just coming back into the game after he loses his stock. He's done it in the first stock, he's done it in the second stock now as well. It's all about closing out the second stock now though, because yes, he got the damage, but he can't get the stock quite yet, maybe with such low mana offstage, just enough for Zoom from 7 to 0. The calculations of this man are insane.
Calculation and clutch factor again, because having a Zoom at that moment was perfect, because he did manage to clutch out of all the edge guard that Geenie was putting in place. Little by little, what? Oh, come back with you.
Yeah, he has the C4, he's going to
all
make it back.
Baby.
It's all good, but it's gonna get yeeted with the Psychop, of course, just gets yeeted towards the side, and that's a 2-0 here.
Tell me if I'm wrong, but is it not the second time we get kind of SD via Nikita from a Snake player? We had one in the first block, I think, while you were
yeah, it was Dragon, I believe.
Yeah, Dragon
who was
went
SD.
out with a Nikita again, so yeah.
Because usually you want to set up while like short hopping into it, right? I don't know why they do it, but they do it, and then they SD it. And then just sometimes it just goes bad, and it went really bad actually for Geenie right there. Yeah, a little bit unfortunate for sure, but he was just running it back. Like as soon as he lost the stock, he was like, run it back, run it back.
We got back in there. 2-0 for Hope here, but Geenie is putting a good fight indeed. The bounce is going to help him get back on the terrain. A good downer, and again a good...
Well.
Doesn't sound good at all.
That's 143 in like a few seconds, not even half a minute gone, and Geenie is on the ropes again here. But, you know, we've seen Geenie just establish the distance and then take the safe damage, take those safe confirms. Well, not with bounce, you're not anyway. And now it's all Hope. Now it's his time to get that stock, and he does indeed, of course, with the Psych up buff as well. Into the up throw he goes, and Geenie, there's nothing he can do against it.
From the get-go, Hope had that bounce going, so Geenie couldn't set up all his rhythm in that game. Hope did the most out of it. He managed to get 120% on Geenie, and for those, he got a room to breathe for like 10 seconds before Hope went for another bounce. So finally again, no bounce on the table, and now Geenie can do something.
Found it.
And another one.
He found the bounce off stage, which is really good, because this is where you are safest, right? And especially if Nikita comes for you, it doesn't really matter, because you're going to reflect it anyway. But Geenie, of course, getting the splits going, get that up tilt, and after all of that said and done, still kind of even. Geenie keeping himself in the game.
So, oh my goodness, again, Red Man is there.
Oh my goodness. Like, how does he get these so consistently? I think it's just because... Dash attack, excuse me! You can just do that? I guess you can, because now you get bounce as well, and that's nothing really that Geenie can do against it, maybe with his own dash attack to interrupt it before he can get the hitbox out, but still, Like, this is so... Oh, he gets another crit with the down smash. What is this?
Mate, compared to the first 2 games, this is the game where Hope had a lot of luck, because all his pairs have been at the good moment, at the right place, at the right time, every time for now.
The buffs, the buffs are good, like the crits are good.
Hello.
And once again, the buffs are here, right? It's like it's not stopping right now for Geeni at all. He has low mana, so he cannot use everything at the moment, but he needs everything. He has everything he needs, right?
Boom.
That's the zoom.
Yeah, okay.
Yep, out of there.
He's having his time. He just want to live for the camera, I think. He just want to end it all with a good throw or something.
Zoom, nice.
What are you going to do?
All right, there's another zoom coming. I know it. Yep, there it is. That's a heightened chance for that. But what a catch from Geeni. Of course, you can cover multiple spots on the stage. So it's actually more of a chance that a Snake is going to catch a zooming hero than any other character almost in the game.
Indeed,
so.
he just covered the whole 2 platforms with that, so great job on him.
Yeah, well played on that one.
Now, again, I think Hope is again waiting for the Twitter clip here. He's been cooking something up to now. Wait, no.
Yeah, there was a sticky actually on Hope, and Geeni, I think, was trying to call out. Oh no! They got the kamikaze of the Hocus Pocus. Let's go, Geeni.
You want to know what's funny? Hope thought he would win.
Oh, you did?
It took him 5 seconds before realizing, oh wait, that's my last stock!
Dude, you lost your stock before!
Hope!
What?
Yeah! You know what comes after 1, 2! So the other way around counts the same way!
You know, that's the
really
kind of
thought
stuff
he
that...
had 1 stock remaining.
Well, that kind of happens, you know. There's so much stuff happening on screen, and you're trying to concentrate on your menu and your fast reading and stuff. That's just, you know, lose track. I can see it.
Living for the camera again, as I was saying. He was fishing for kamikaze from the get-go last.
Yeah, he was. I saw it as well. Like, he had it once in the menu, and he hovered it for a quick second before deciding against it because it was a little bit too far from Geeni. And I can respect it. Like, if you stock up, it's an actually good option.
Yeah, indeed. So for now,
and flashy too.
Yeah, flashy too. I think that's the selling point.
You think that's the selling point? Yeah, I guess so.
Oomph going up. Okay, now trying to get back in there again. No, I don't think Geeni is respecting the oomph here, because considering what happened before, now that there's no bounce on the table for now, he could actually use that to give some room. But now that Hope Harmony finally went for it, it's going to get quite tense for Geeni, I guess.
Yeah, and of course with the bounce, well, vanishing right now, but the bounce would have made that a little bit more difficult. Zoom actually hovered, but actually didn't commit to it, meaning that Geeni can keep the edge guard going, and the Nikita is going to be that heat-sinking missile that's going to find Hope off stage and get that stop.
Okay, punishing again the over-aggression from Hope here with a grenade to a good combo, 43%. Still no bounce in there, so using those projectile to the fullest.
Oh my goodness, that was almost a bit of a snooze fest going on.
I was a bit scared here.
Slightly, yeah.
It took out the accent out of me, let's say.
Oh yeah, the accent is back, so it's all good.
Oh no. You scoundrel.
You should be dead.
Yes,
he is dead. See you later. Kaklang, definitely not the option you wanted to go for right there.
Yeah, Hope is doing what we call in French singerie, and he's going a bit on the monkey side of the road.
Yeah, it's mashing.
Mashing, yes. I mean, he forgot how to read, and I was praising the way he managed to read the options he got just before. I'm not sure. Go for that Hocus Pocus. Go for the Hocus Pocus.
No, he's going to go for the one. He's just waiting for the timing. He should have actually waited for Geeni to drop from the Angel platform, because he kind of wasted like 1.5 seconds, which doesn't sound like much, but when bounce lasts for like 12, that's almost like 10% gone already.
Yeah, and you could see that Hope actually, Geeni had actually the good timing. Like 1 second later, that C4 would have hit.
Yeah. So Geeni has been trying to get the exact timing when bounce was going out of the hero for quite a bit in this set. He's been gunning for that quite a bit. And he's been successful just then, so slowly but surely getting into it and getting himself on the board. Now 70% on the hero. There's the C4 for some more. 92, and Geeni, of course, with 2 stocks. He can just play the long game right now.
Okay, bang now. Oh, the platform shoot again. Geenie was waiting for those options and went for the safest approach. Actually, Hope could have baited that, but no need to bait that because you're going to cover so much. You saw it already. He scooped him already a few times in the set, going for that ulti here. Managed to get back the set to 2-2, and I didn't expect that.
On the platform as well, you know, with the up tilt, just that kill. So I don't think it was necessary. Don't get me wrong.
I don't think either.
But you know, going from the hero being on frame 2 frames before he dies to 1 frame before he dies, it feels good, you know?
Yeah.
And now, what definitely doesn't feel good for Hope is that he is in this Game 5 situation because, like, he had it. And then he screwed it with a kamikaze because he can't count. And now he's getting kind of wrecked.
I mean, this is karma. Karma's a circle, and now it's coming back to him. Obviously, he's not out there yet. He can still win this game. Consider again, he was in the driver's seat for the first game, so he can still do it. Look at that.
It's looking good right now, like getting that damage onto Geenie so quickly. And of course, you have all these spells that do massive damage. Of course, you pay for it in your resource, but still, like, after you reach that point, just use your normals, and he's doing that. Rob Psych-Up now on the field for Hope as well, baiting some kind of option, but Geenie just jumping to the ground, very smart, but the up air is going to be the kick in the ace.
Indeed.
That is going to take the stop.
Yeah, here you just... Oh, I get it. But here, again, the pressure he applies just by shining red in your face went a bit over the head of Geenie here, and he got punished for it. Well, now I think Hope finally decided to connect all the brain cells we were praising him for before, and you can see the difference here. One stock ahead, 74% sorry, on Geenie, and he needs to be the one going in to find us. Oh!
Yeah, a little of a very fast grenade coming back, but yeah, Geenie, especially now, just has to get in because Bounce is on the field, so you can either try to stall it out, but you cannot stall out that forward smash. Just gets and not even a crit needed on that one. Geenie down so far right now, 85 only on the hero, and you can see that Hope is just looking for the distance, looking to get some of these spells going, looking to just regenerate mana passively as well.
Yeah, indeed. Geenie listened to us quite well here by getting in. He got in that F smash, and I'm just scared because there's a word where Hope will actually try to go for the camera action again.
I don't think he will. Like, he is a very flashy player, but he's also a competitor.
He is 3 stock ahead. He is 3 stock ahead.
He won't go for it. He will. I'm pretty sure he wants to just close out the set. I'm pretty sure he's not going to go for anything fancy right here. He's just going to play it down, and he's playing it down very well right now. Almost 2 whole stocks up ahead. Psych-Up trying to go for the dash deck, but Geenie gets the spot dodge in there and gets the up tilt to close this one out. So, you know, at least getting himself on the board a little bit, and now he might try to start the slow but steady comeback.
Jingle bell, jingle all the way. What are you going to do now that you shine? Oh, nothing?
Wow.
Okay,
yeah, that's just something you can do, and the Christmas man is so dangerous, is going to close out this set 3-2, and while it looked a little bit dangerous for Hope there for a little bit because he kind of just dropped 2 games unnecessarily, still got to close it out.
I mean, he's still pretty solid, so this is the same thing we've seen before. He was trying to cover the panic option, and here you see the grenade coming to your face, you see that bright man on the other side of the road, you try to just jump and like stop any interaction with that thing. But again, Accelerate was on the table. He just managed to like close a whole distance in one go and go for the up tilt. Again, good action by Hope. Pretty well done overall by Geenie here. But yeah, it was not enough to fight the Hero Man. Well, my friend, you already know what's going to be the first question.
Yeah.
So, what comes after 1?
Listen, the mindset was like, oh, he's gonna Dirks in the air dodge and kamikaze. He covers like all of Smashville. I won. I pressed the button and I was like, yeah, I won the set 3.
Yeah, I saw that. You took 5 seconds to realize, oh wait, that was my last stock.
I didn't know it was my last stock until I finally hit it. And then I was like, huh? What? He didn't fly to the last one yet, but I didn't say game.
Beautiful.
I lost. I was just so confused. I don't remember how I lost the other stock, because when I look at numbers and everything, like I look at the menu stock, I don't
the math doesn't add up!
but I have to be honest, I am so hyperbolic focused on my MP and the menu that I don't look further down, and sometimes I just forget, oh yeah, I only have 1 stock, oops. It's not like I haven't done this before. I did the same at the weekend. I got 2 losers of pools immediately, because I do 3, 2, 1, go, kamikaze.
Nice. Well,
You said something interesting. You were talking about MP management.
Yeah.
And when you think about it, we realize, like, indeed, you were going for those spells with 1 or 2 MP just above it, the cost of the spell. So
Yeah.
props on you. How do you manage to count all of this?
I gotta be honest, I'm actually very ass at math.
Yeah, what? What a surprise!
I don't know how to do math at all. It's very embarrassing. But I've just like on memory, just when you do it a lot, I just get used to when exactly I can use this and not do that. So it's not that I'm doing math. I just know with this low, if I do zoom, I still have enough for this spells. If I had to do math, I would be at 0 all the time because I can't do that. It's pattern recognition. It's not knowing the numbers. That's why I get comfortable with it.
Is the same for the spells as well? Because I'm pretty sure you just don't read all the words all the way
Yeah.
through, right? You
No,
just,
no.
Is it pattern
It
recognition?
has done that before. For example, here, Adika Klang, I would KA.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, boom, go.
Yeah. I actually thought that was what's happening because that's like the most common thing I think when you hit Kaklang because it is KA.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh yeah, sure. Like
Yeah.
it's either kamikaze or kaboom.
Yeah,
like both
because
are
the
like
way you can
okay. And then,
recognize it, otherwise, it's like with a crackle slash, it's like there's a space.
Yeah.
So you don't want that. There's not a space with kaboom. So my brain was like, oh, that's not crackle slash, it's kaboom. And then I forgot Kaklang was.
Oh, that exists too, that's right.
And I guess that's just one of the downsides of playing Hero because you can read it and you get the advantage because you choose when the menu is up. They don't. But being able to read very fast, that is where it becomes very good. And a trick to doing that is just doing pattern and getting used to pattern. You can practice in many ways and just playing Hero and getting used to it, playing fast, or playing it in different languages. I done stream where I played in Korean and didn't know the spells, but I suddenly started knowing the spells because this circle
yeah,
with this
that's
line.
that's it. Yeah,
The
my
patterns.
experience.
the
I
patterns.
get
Yeah,
it.
that makes sense.
And
It's
then
a lot of weird way to get good with Hero, but it's all about just playing faster because everyone is just running super fast with Snake and Joker. Everyone is doing execute to deaths with Kazuya. All you have to hyperball and snowball a lot, which is getting the lead and staying with the lead. And you can do that with buffs and that giant X factor that is Hero because you could just suddenly crit
Yeah.
and then extend the lead.
And you did that twice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, do that twice again,
What's
being
wonderful.
the Christmas man where we were talking, where you were shining bright and red
Yeah,
and
exactly.
green at the same
that's
time.
really where it's like, don't think about anything. Just watch and you will break shield. Everything's a kill, so don't worry about it. Just go on.
yeah.
We saw that. Did you feel confident in the last game? That's my last question.
I felt confident when I got the first hit. When I got spawned 3-2-1 Sapple, that's where I got confident because again, I think the best way to play Hero is to play snowball and fast, and that is get a lead and then build on a lead. Because approaching Hero, that is hard because he has big sword, his longest distance is not even a projectile, and you could also just die because you do a smash attack. Okay, then he does a smash attack. You had 20, but 1 in 8 times you just die. And now he has a bigger snowball.
You did
that. Is
that.
the biggest thing, but he's very slow. So now that he has to chase someone else, it gets very hard because frame 18 back air, you can counter that on reaction if you have a good counter and everything. That's all it's about. So spawn, Sapple. Okay, I got the game 5. Good.
Oh, nice. That's the confidence that you need. Congratulations on your win, and good luck with the rest of your run.
Keep on living for the cameras. We are all in for it.
Hell yeah.
I got keep fighting Snake, and after that I got Snake. I got
Props to you.
Sanji got upset, so it's
I mean, do you know the matchup? Do you know how it works? I mean, good job. Good luck.
Well, I think as long as he learns how to count, he'll be fine. So it's we'll see how he makes his way in the rest of the bracket.
As he said, he's going to have multiple opportunities to show he understood what comes after 1 and what comes before 3, because he's going to face another Snake, maybe, because what's going to have now is KP against Black.
All right, and that is going to be, of course, KP from Finland.
Right.
I think no, he's actually not. I think he might be Swedish actually.
Wait, KP is Swedish?
Swedish?
KP? Swedish?
See,
Swedish.
I'm a genius. All right, I can remember stuff. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, so I actually wrote Finland on my book right here that you guys can't see. So I'm just gonna very quickly cross that out. This was never here. You have no idea. Nothing happened.
I never knew it was there.
Nothing happened. Right, so Swedish. KP, of course, playing the Snake, as you said, and the opponent's going to be Black here on the Palutena. Interestingly enough, because he has been playing Kazuya mostly, but especially against Snake, I can definitely see that he don't want to play Kazuya.
Yeah, I do agree.